for McLean, man. We got to make sure we have enough Matt in the picture.
Oh boy.
It's like right now McLean's got his lotion in a rag.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What are we looking at? Well, I've never heard of this before. Dragon's Milk Solera. Some secret antique mission formula of I guess whales hump to make this.
Whales hump to make it.
Oh, wow. Looks
You like that smoke coming out the bottle?
it looks malty. Kind of. The hell is she? Wow, oh, she was watching Mission Impossible. I'm like, the hell is that?
This
noise?
does not smell like any other Dragon's Milk I've had.
Yeah, fuck you and your feelings.
Hey, did we even rate the beer yesterday? I don't think we did.
Yeah, probably not.
I gave it a 6, though. Just people are going to question it, maybe. It was drinkable. I didn't think it was...
Yeah, it's not.
It was nothing special at all.
Just to be different, I'm gonna go 6.1.
6.1.
Oh yeah, Scotsman. Sorry, douchebag. Yeah, it's beerish, and like he said, this is not anything like any Dragon's Milk I've had, and I haven't even tasted it yet.
I just took a sipper. Doesn't taste like typical Dragon's Milk. It's got a thickness to it.
Wow.
I kind of get a little bit of the caramel.
This is reminding me of a couple of things that we've had in the past dumped together.
Yeah.
Okay. Aged in a series of American oak fodders. Foeders. Fodders. Using a blending technique known as Solera. Caramel, toffee, fig. See, anytime you get those...
Fig.
It's got some fig in it.
Well, it's doing a damn good job of hiding the 10%. I mean, I would think it's like 5% the way it tastes.
It does, yeah. It is not gamey at all.
It's got some different flavors, though, for sure.
I gotta move this thing. I keep kicking it. The to-go bag. Revolution kit. I probably should put some fucking snack crackers in there too. Oh, right off the bat, apologies on the whole upload thing. I don't know why. Evidently, some things from Microsoft must just automatically force a restart on my computer when they...
You got too much porn on there, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's... It's that program, auto dump all the porn. No, according to the YouTube studio, the upload was at 74 point something % last night when evidently the computer rebooted, because if there's a window open and the computer reboots, the window opens up again, and there it sat with the, what do you want to do? Create a video on YouTube. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I had to delete it and start over, and because it was over an hour long, it was like a 2-hour upload, so 8, 9, probably didn't even go live until after 10 o'clock.
Today.
Today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as in AM, not PM last night. So the one plus for me in that is the comment section should be a little bit more manageable than, say, something 2 days later. Which, let's get to that.
That's Eric's real doll. He put next to the
Yeah, I brought my real doll to the liquor store.
and put her up against there. Modella, though, I don't know why you had to put a Modella in her hands.
I got something I'd rather put in her hand. Let's see, because there was such a stretch between then and now, on the Remembering Ed video, we had J-Dog here at work 20 hours ago. McLean 5179, if you heat up PVC, you can mold it into a sheath. By the way, I'm left-handed. Want a screw? Call me. Zeus. Cheers, brother Ed. And we can say, rock on, you bet, or the little thumbs up thing.
Well, that ain't even just a thumbs up. That's like a thumbs up, and
Yeah, I think that's
the party rock star, or maybe the bowl. I don't know.
I will just give that to him. Oh, and by the way, people curious, it's gotten used on a couple different scenarios. The beginning of the Battle Box Mission 68 is a creation from Zeus. And Zeus, I have to say, those fucking cracked me up. My face on Captain Jack.
Oh yeah, I seen a picture of that. I always enjoy some of those pictures.
Well,
The Breaking Bad one was probably...
Well, unlike the picture, this is actual video.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I got the whole video. Like, I seen the picture of it, but I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, we're talking some shit here.
Oh boy.
But you have heard of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh damn, that's good.
Contact. Why is the road?
Oh, too bad that wasn't me. Just smacking a bottle over your head. That's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, there's some pretty funny ones that he did.
He does good work with that.
Smile Money was first. Ben N over in India was second. Then Ben says first with a question mark.
Nah, you were second. You were right the first time.
Crazy Scotsman says top 5. Then Crazy Scotsman says whiskey.
And he's really starting this show off quick.
Wow. Speaking of that, is there any of that scotch left? Or did you drink it all?
No, it's in my garage. I can go grab it if you want.
I had the
Fuck, we went through half a bottle though. I didn't have any when I got home. That bottle is already down to at least half, maybe more.
well, you poured me well, actually, I think I poured me.
Yeah,
He said
pour
take
what you
as much
want.
as I want. I poured me a pretty decent little tumbler, and I had the last sip of it at about midnight.
I got pretty drunk last night, I ain't gonna lie. All that stuff we had was, 9.4, and we had quite a few shots of whiskey. So, not that I'm complaining, it was good.
Up in your damn shot glass.
Well, I used those yesterday. I don't know what you did with my shot glass. I haven't had it for a while.
There's a whole bunch down there.
Alright.
Hey, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna kill a bottle.
Ooh, going with the Paul John today. I feel ever so lucky. I don't know what you're struggling with, but... Oh, you might need to take some more out of my shot glass. You want to trade shot glasses now?
No, I got this covered.
Oh yeah, I forget. You have your other bottle.
We have a backup.
My bad. Sorry I blew up, boss.
Let me see what. Yeah. As far as backup goes, this is of all the things sitting back there on that shelf, this is the only thing worth drinking. Well, not necessarily worth drinking, but.
No, you got some good stuff back there. But you're talking about whiskey now? 'Cause I was going to say, I know we got some good beers that we've been holding off on for quite a while.
Gotta make sure my bottle's prepped. But I don't know. I'll be getting a neck pour.
Well, it was mixed with the body, though, so... Who knows?
Now, what's that all about? If you shake it, it's kind of like not shaking up orange juice. I understand bitching about the first sip if you don't shake up orange juice. Well, it ran. Oh yeah, welcome, my little baby to the show.
It sometimes really makes me wonder how people can watch you every day. And I still come over here as much as I do. Well, I guess we kind of put up with each other. But...
Good talk.
Good talk.
Scotsman? Oh, even
Oofda.
I tell you though.
This
Well,
stuff's a little stronger than I remember it.
now I gotta save up a little bit of money and get another bottle of that. Because obviously, if it got corked, we're already in the Jeopardy zone. It is proven we could get half of that down today. It's school night, so I probably shouldn't.
Well, at least we're starting early.
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Early-ish. So what's new with you guys? Let's see, I finished editing and uploaded the Battle Box video, and I got all of the pictures and the video done for the Crate Club.
Oh, you got that as well recently?
What?
Was that anything good?
Well, I showed you the. I showed you the.
The catalog for it? Oh, okay.
That was a Crate Club.
Gotcha.
I thought I had the box open and showed it to you.
I don't know.
These guys, just go ahead, just do what you're doing right now.
Don't mind us.
Yeah, I don't mind us. Yeah, it was. I mean, that fucking rocks.
What is it?
A Lula M15 mag, M16 loader.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's probably one of the most straightforward, easy to use, no bullshit. It just locks into how how the mag locks into the rifle.
Yep.
When you turn it one way, it pushes one round. So all you do is you push it, put a round in, pull it, put a round in, push it, put a round in, pull it, put a round in.
So every time you're pushing and pulling, it's
Yeah, you're not even.
Load.
You don't even have to. It's just forward,
Yep,
load,
load.
back, load, forward. Okay.
that's nice.
Now these guys are going to be disappointed because we got to keep in mind that Battle Box. I don't know if they bought Crate Club or if
They were
they're
helping
just
them.
helping them.
Yeah.
But we got a repeat on the hot snot flammable fire starter.
Oh, okay. I know what
It
that
looks
is.
like
Yep.
looks like toothpaste.
Yeah, but if
I burnt some. Holy shit! I underestimated its ability to burn. A little fire extinguisher, which almost
you need it with the hot
got
snot.
used. That hex tool that I got before.
Oh, it's a drive toolkit. Okay, yep.
Just a driver. I kind of want to do this to Mike.
What is it?
You pull it up. You put a 22 blank in it, and you put a tripwire.
Oh, gotcha.
I was thinking about doing that to Mike in his backyard.
Yeah, right between the garages, so it echoes like a
Like
motherfucker.
3 o'clock in the morning when he goes out to his
That would be so funny.
3 mag pouches.
First, you're gonna have the cops showing up, but
A Pitbull Universal mag, a Sig Sauer Romeo,
that's actually cool that it came in the box.
and then of
Well,
course
Sig Sauer Red Dot. Those aren't cheap.
and this $200 Karambit.
Yeah, that's not a bad box actually. I mean, a lot of it I don't think I'd really use, but some of it,
But
it's pretty nice stuff.
I'll ask you the same question that people like Gunwild would be like, not for me. This is this box is delivered 4 times a year,
Yeah,
and it's $399.
yeah,
So, do you have that kind of money to surprise yourself?
yeah. No, not really. But I mean, what's the Red Dot? I think those are what, $200.
This particular red dot is $169.
Oh, it's one. Okay,
They just
170.
came out with a brand new one in green. That's $200.
Well, between the knife and the Red Dot, though, that pretty much pays for the box.
If you said the fucking red dot is awesome and I absolutely have to have that knife, then it is like the rest of the shit in that box was a gift. Because if you paid full price for those 2 items shipped to your house,
Yep.
But yeah,
I don't think I'd ever pick that knife out, though, to be honest. I mean, I'd go with, there's a lot of other things I would get.
but
It's different, it's unique, but I know, I don't really like those curved blades.
you get a little nervous, I know.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you when you're waving around your loaded guns. You gotta be smart.
I don't know. Sharky showed me they make a sheath for this. The problem is it's $40 for the stupid sheath. Now, if all my pants were like this, if me and you were talking and you were a threat to me, I can easily, probably almost without you even notice,
Pulling it
get
up.
my finger in that hole
Yeah.
and that kind of shit. But
You're playing with it too much, huh? You already fucked yourself up good?
No, I've been doing what Greg does lately. I find that I've bled somewhere at work and don't know when it happened.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Like, no, I completely get it. If they stop sponsoring me and the boxes stop showing up, there's no way I could justify $150 a month for the battle box, let alone what the hell is it? I think if you pay by the month, it's $3.99, or pay by the delivery, it's $3.99 for the Crate Club. But if you pay a year in advance, they take I think they take $300 off or something. Oh, that's just dust. You get a discount if you pay one time per year. So you're gonna prepay for. You just sent them $1,400 or whatever, and now you're like a year out from seeing that last box.
Yeah.
Unless they charge you when they ship. I don't know how that works. But I'm not going to lie in the fact that this is one of my favorite battle boxes to this moment in time, because I sit and I look at the items in that box and go, can I really use it?
Yep.
Versus...
Am I just going to send these to the Boy Scouts?
Am I going to send these to the Boy Scouts? Well, this month in the battle box, it was everything that's in there I can use except for one item.
What was that?
Probably the baddest ass animal skinner that you'll probably ever see.
Animal skinner?
Like if you take your deer and you want to field dress it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're also not cheap.
I've never heard of an animal skinner.
Well, a skinning knife?
Oh, well, that I would just call it a knife.
Well, not really. They traded and sent 2 extra blades. And then...
Oh, this is for chopping through the bones. You know what we use? Because, I mean, a lot of times we just cut it up.
Are you a lefty or a righty?
I'm left. But we typically we use just a hacksaw to get through the bones. But this looks pretty beefy. And then, now this is a little razor, I'm guessing, for... Okay, I see the knife.
So, you're a lefty. So you'd want to put... So you're going to hold it in this hand?
Yeah.
So I would turn the handle around for you then. And it comes with the screwdriver to replace the blades right in the handle. And it comes with 3 of these blades, and those 2, this is a 3-inch, that's a 5, and then the bone saw.
You've never cut up a deer, have you?
Well, no, I already told you that.
I can teach you this year.
No, I don't want to learn.
Well, it's really easy. Then you can cut your meat up as big or as small as you want. That's actually kind of cool, though. You know what? You might not skin some stuff, but I'm sure you could still find use for this somehow.
Well, you know what I thought?
It's a knife, and I know you like your knives.
That 5-inch blade, batted insulation.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the size of the blade. You know how easy that would be with a file or a stone.
And this one, look at how thin this blade is. Sheetrock.
My own arm. If I get trapped somewhere, I reach into my kit, I assemble it, I put it together, and then I cut my own arm off. Yeah, it's stupid sharp.
Really? It's not cut. I think I did a better job sharpening my knife yesterday than this, to be honest.
Well, whatever you did with it. That thing is fucking...
I thought I left it right here. Anyways. But no, that's what I use to...
I don't know what your hair is made out of, but Jesus. It's like so sharp, it like tracks down the hair for a second, and you're worried it's going to draw blood. No, I saw that big blade, and I instantly thought of cutting insulation, batted insulation, or rigid foam. If you score rigid foam, the deeper you score it, the easier it just snaps.
Oh yeah.
But then I thought, am I just being selfish? If I know someone that actually would use this, would it be a...
You know, I don't know. I'll tell you just, because Most of the time, last year was the first year I ever got it.
Then you carry something like this with you out in the field. You put a little water on it. You make probably 2 or 3 passes, and you're back to cutting insulation.
Last season I got a deer. It was the first time I ever had it brought to a shop, and that's because my grandpa wanted to cut it open with me, and my family was freaking out that he was gonna fall over in the garage or some shit. So they begged me not to do it. I'm like, this is something he fucking loves. He can't go hunting, so he wants to cut the deer up with me. Let the guy do it. I'll be out there with him. Well, my mom's like, I'll pay for you to fucking bring it somewhere. Don't do it here. Whatever. Fucking.
What the hell was with your family? It was towards the end of the life of a fucking awesome guy,
I know.
military
You don't gotta...
military hero, and it's like all of a sudden you don't even want him to let him carve up a deer.
You don't gotta tell me. I mean, I get it.
Oh, and this for sure is going into use by Eric. Not full, but I'm going to stick it right under the seat of my truck. If I were to run out of gas and you have to walk somewhere, I mean, if I really knew, I don't feel good about having a gas-related item. I guess if I actually bungee corded it
I was
up,
gonna say, if you were able to bungee it like behind your back seat or something, I'd fill it up and well, don't smoke in there, do you? I mean, yeah, sometimes here and there.
yeah, sometimes.
The only problem is you might smell that gasoline. Anytime you have gasoline in the cab, you might smell it.
We are.
That's a pretty heavy-duty cap, though. It's got the rubber. Okay. Well, that's your call, boss.
For sure, it's going in there empty.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking, wow, that'd be a.
Plus, you ever get stuck over on the side of the road and it's wintertime and you got to get a fire started? You'd fucking get wet wood and pour some gas on there and get that bitch going.
Well, I got the fire snot.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. But I figured you were going to put that in one of your survival
And then, of course,
things.
it came with the spout and the flexi.
Is that what you call that? The spout?
Yeah.
Better stop that if Joey's watching. You're going to make him real excited.
Hey, when was the last time you went rappelling?
A long time. Long time. But you know what those are good for? I like those for keys. That's a little bit big, but you know what? All the small ones, the small ones, they break down and the springs are never any good. So you want the ones with the locks on it. Now, what's that? The question is, what is that rated for?
5,500 pounds this way, and I think it's 1,500 pounds this way.
Okay.
5,500 for sure this way.
Because we use those too for the tree service. You know, when you're climbing ropes and stuff. Or
it's enough that I might hang on it myself.
if you have to.
Yeah. Let me double check. 1,750 sideways, 5,500 lengthwise.
Yeah, well, mostly it should be going lengthwise, but no, that's a pretty decent one actually. That's pretty heavy duty.
So yeah, I mean that is right now. That's my favorite of the battle boxes, mainly also because of that knife.
Oh yeah, that was a good knife.
But I still agree with you and Clyde. If I really gave a fuck about a gutting knife, I'd get a gutting knife. I would rather it was full tang and it was as beefy as it could be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, even with the gutted knives, it is nice that it has that come out, you know. But the thing is, you just really hindered the full strength of that potential knife when you could put the gut hook on the back of the blade, like a lot of other, gut knives.
Yeah, there's probably 1,000 ways they could have done it. And they just wanted to be
different,
cool.
Well, no, it's still nice. I still think it's a very nice knife. I really like the red and black handle with the green. I mean, that stands out a lot. It's got a very nice curve to it.
I got to remember to try. I already spaced on it because you got to remember that that's a bottle opener. And I got to give that a whirl.
You better leave that up here for your next bottle.
So, Sharky, knives. We've been talking knives. We got the blonde out because we got contrast going on. We got the,
guns and knives. Let me open up that AK.
My carry. Back to the real stuff.
Yeah, I got my carry too. I'm starting to think that, you know what, I didn't lose my knife at my girlfriend's house. I'm thinking it fell out of my pocket. Like when I was driving, you know, sometimes your seat belt will snag it or something.
I
It might have
think
fell
I
out of my
lost.
door. I don't know.
I think I lost $120 Swiss Victorinox tool that exact same way.
Well, that's the only way I could think, because I was doing the tree work that day when I lost it. So it was either at my girlfriend's or when I hopped out of my truck somewhere.
I personally think in my work pants, it was in this pocket, and I think when I sat down, it probably fell out along the door well, and when I opened the door, it's over at Super One. So somebody, when they were crossing the parking lot, went,
Nice find.
"Oh, what is that? Oh, gosh, that looks expensive." Yeah, it is. It's a $120 multi-tool.
You made someone's day, though.
Well, I guess it depends.
If it's found or not.
Well, if they're cool. You know, if they were really deserving, maybe.
Just start engraving your name and phone number on it.
If all they did is they turned it into a, you know, because you can turn a multi-tool into a phaser. You open up one and it kind of has that. Never mind. Maybe I'm the only one that's ever done that. Okay, where were we? Rich Huff says cheers.
Top 10.
See, a Scotsman calls out a whiskey shot and we get sidetracked for 30 minutes on guns, knives, battle boxes, and the crate club.
Hey, there was nothing wrong with that, though. I thought we had probably a pretty short selection of comments, so we got to fill the time somehow.
So, okay, so last year you had it done, but have you ever, you've obviously skinned a deer.
Mm-hmm.
You just do it in the field so you can leave the shit out there, or what?
You field dress it. So there, basically, you slice down the chest, around, you know, the belly. You go around around the anus and you know, penile or vaginal area, and then you rip it all out. You turn it on the side, you rip out all the fucking belly intestines. You got to go up through the chest cavity, and you slit the fucking throat as far up as you can. So, you know, you pull that out with everything else. And then, you know, it's going to be a little bloody. Just make sure you don't cut open the belly and or intestines or whatever else.
Hey, I realize everybody has a different level of greed.
Mm-hmm.
If you were reviewing Battle Box and you got that Skinner, and you were in construction, would you take it and try it as a tool that may or may not improve over what you're already doing? I mean, for me,
I would give it a try.
When I do insulation,
Yeah.
I have one of those. It's a. God,
I
what is
usually
it?
just use a razor knife.
It's like a 1-inch blade, and it's one of those because there's little ones, but this is a big one. You turn the little handle at the end, and the blade
It extends.
It's a snap-off blade.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You lay the insulation on a piece of 2x4, and I take another piece of 2x4 and I lay it on top of that, and it compresses it, and you can literally make just one pass with this big blade,
Yep.
and you're done.
I would think that what you said was a genius idea to try.
The other option is I give it to one of these guys who's a hunter, I give it to you because you're a hunter, or I give it to Mikey.
I already got plenty of knives. I mean, it'd maybe be interesting to try and see how well it works, but my knives are sharp enough. I mean, I just use my regular hunting knives every now and then. Like, you can honestly use like a fillet knife when you're skinning it.
Well, I was thinking, not to sound like a prick, because my brother-in-law does everything. Hell, he brought 500 rounds of reloaded ammunition that NIHAP made possible yesterday. And, of course, I try to give him money, 22, knives, flashlights, all sorts of shit along the way.
He won't ever take nothing.
But, no, he acts like he doesn't want to, but if I just keep leaving it by the door, he leaves with it. It's not that I know that Mike doesn't hunt, and I know he field dresses, and he's another member of a club I call All Things Dead.
All things dead.
The thing is about a year ago, BattleBox had a skinning knife set in there. It had like interchangeable blades.
Yep.
Like you said, I think one was literally a fillet knife. The other one was intentionally made for doing deer. There was like 4 or 5 blades in the thing. I'd have to go back or ask Mikey, and I gave that to him.
Well, we typically have like 3 to 5 blades. I mean, it also depends on how many people are out there, because we'd always do it as a group. You know, hang a bunch of deer, and then we'd all go out there and just start harvesting. But really, you know, a knife, kind of like a fillet knife, something really sharp, you know, helps get that skin off. But any sharp knife will.
You could probably hold a razor blade in your hand, and
that's the biggest thing. And then you want, you know, another knife that's maybe a little heavier, just for cutting the meat, or cutting the meat off the bones.
you bring
That's really
the Gerber kitchen knife with you.
That's really no. I mean, well, that's if it's already off the deer, maybe. But I only typically use 2 plus a saw. But my saw, I use the metal hack saw. To be honest, that works pretty good. Teeth aren't that big, but it still cuts pretty damn good.
Bring a Milwaukee Sawzall out there, battery powered Sawzall.
You know, that'd actually be great if I really, you know, just wanted to get the shit done. I'm not in that much of a hurry, and I don't have a Milwaukee, so I'm not gonna spend the money when I can do it by hand.
Scotsman says
1:39
that we're
Back to slacking on.
Ah, come on.
That's under 2 minutes, asshole.
You know, Mr. Holster. See, now he became more of a prick than Mr. Holster. Mr. Holster, it was just 2 minutes or less. I didn't get critiqued unless I went over 2 minutes. Now, Scotsman, somehow 1:39 is slacking?
You figure he's got to fill that void somehow.
Yeah, well, he's good at it.
He's good at it.
Brad says early or late. I don't know. Late.
Really late.
It's like a rerun, and you never got to see the first one. Smile Money. Matt, did you say you wanted to kill so they could not tell their side of the story? Some thought should remain unsaid.
I didn't say I wanted to kill. All I'm saying, if there was an intruder, a dead intruder is better than a live one. Because otherwise you might have a potential lawsuit. And that happens all the time. There was a story, you ever heard this one, where the guy broke into the lady's house through one of the overhead windows in the kitchen. Fell down, somehow landed on a knife that cut his leg up really bad. And this was all him just falling. Well, he ran out and he sued the fuck out of the homeowners for him falling, breaking in.
I haven't heard that. I didn't hear that exact story, but I have heard of scenarios where bad guy all on his own, homeowner. I don't think the homeowners were even there. They're on like vacation. They come home to find out they're being sued because someone hurt themselves. I think he smashed out a back door window, and when he reached in,
cut himself
he
on the arm or
sliced
something.
his artery, and then sued them. Like, they should have had plexiglass in that door, so at least when he broke in, he didn't hurt himself.
Or bulletproof glass.
See, here's another one, and the guy got in a lot of trouble. And this happened here in Minnesota. An older gentleman, I want to say he was in his 70s or even 80s, kept having his cabin broken into. So, he tied a string to the door, mounted a shotgun, embraced it, and aimed it at the door. Guy broke in, took a 12 gauge round to the gut, lived, sued, and won. Because the guy was using unreasonable force. You should just let these people break in. And I won't mention any names, but the conceal and carry, my very first class that I ever went to for my conceal and carry permit was taught by a Minnesota highway patrolman, and he said, I never said this, but if you shoot somebody and somehow they end up outside your house, or it happens outside your house,
fucked.
You're in your best interest to bring the body back into the house before you call the cops. He goes, but I never said that. You also should never shoot someone in the back. And you should never shoot anyone carrying a VCR. You know, it's like,
The VCR, that's what, $20 nowadays? You know what? You can have it. Thanks for taking care of my recycling.
You know, but the bottom line is the ends need to justify themselves. So if a dude is stealing your TV, you shouldn't put yourself in the undue trauma and lawsuit of shooting a guy for stealing a TV. Now, if you break into my house and you're aiming a gun or you're holding a knife in your hand, I am going to shoot, and I am going to continue to shoot until I don't feel that my life is in threat anymore.
Yeah, if it's just a house robbery or theft, like you said, stealing the TV, even though our TVs are not that cheap. But even if they're stealing a TV...
Well, I see you try to steal mine.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean...
You and 3 of your friends.
But at the same point, let's say they were able to pick it up and they're, you catch them, hey, set the fucking TV down. You got that gun pointed at them. Calling the cops. Now, if they brandish a weapon, yeah, I'm going to fucking shoot. But if their hands are full and they're carrying something out, no, you could easily stop them, hey.
Or they keep going. I'm not going to shoot if he'd like...
Oh, I'd fucking maybe club them. I'd whip off my belt and start whipping them. Teach them a lesson. Of course, with the TV, like I said, they're going to move pretty slow. You call the cops and you just follow them with your gun.
I still can't wait to see the outcome of the Rittenhouse thing, because all of the video footage just proves that this kid literally did
the right thing every step of the way.
I don't know if I could have been as responsible as he was.
I want to.
Bam! I just shot and killed a guy, or I shot a guy, and then he pauses and he tries calling 911, but the crowd says, "Get the fucker!"
Right.
So he runs. Another crowd. Bam!
It's not just get the fucker. It's get the fucker, and now you see a swarm of people starting to chase after him. I'd be fucking gone like the wind too. See some guy trying to club me with the skateboard, someone brandishing a gun. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to fucking pull the trigger because I want to make it home.
What I think is funny is they're saying, oh, the guy that he blew his arm off. Well, the guy that blew his arm off, you can actually see him holding a gun in his hand, and he's a felon. He's a felon with a handgun.
Then he said, I wish I'd have pulled the trigger. That was my mistake because I didn't pull the trigger.
Well... Yeah, I believe when this is all over, he won't get any charges.
He's got a damn good fucking lawyer.
Yeah, the guy, and I think when he's all done, the media is gonna get the fucking shit suit out of him too. Mark my words.
I hope they do.
J-Dog, here at home. Scotsman, Ed will always be remembered. # be like Ed. Hell yeah. Let's not forget though. Chuck said that Ed had some really bad friends. What was the word? To be totally fair? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was along those lines.
Yeah, Chuck is actually, must be in some kind of early forms of some kind of...
Dementia?
Dementia coupled with hostile anger. J-Dog, my house ammo is VMAX tipped.
VMAX tipped?
Yeah, all that shit that...
Yep.
The 390 rounds in my to-go bag. Yep. It should expand drastically, which means if I hit you somewhere fleshy,
it's going to blow a big cavity up.
It should expand, and then if it hits the wall, it should not leave my house.
Yeah.
Clyde says to J-Dog, "Hey J-Dog, bring them some old Milwaukee."
I've got plenty over at my house. I don't need none of that.
Smile Money. Oh, Matt has another lawsuit plan. Can't wait until he needs to reveal in court his medical issues. Zeus. My license to carry class Saturday. There was a lot of very shaky gun barrels, but everyone passed. I think we can read between the lines on that one. It's kind of like my last class. The guy said I did great. I was in my living room, or I was in my kitchen. So, wheels and levers, and we can make some answers on this one. Nice job, boys, and we can say thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. It's YouTube. Hey, YouTube, why would you put thanks for listening? It's kind of a visual thing. Okay. We'll just say thanks. The other stuff is either arrogant or stupid. Thank you, Wheels and Levers.
You really look into that, don't you? Sounds arrogant or stupid.
Hi Marsh, I'm here. 1 hour 40 minutes. Hi Matt.
No, that's high mutt.
Oh, hi Matt.
Matt.
Matt. Yeah. Scotsman, Chris and a rash. He must have visited Joey. Hashtag shut the fuck up, Joey.
Oh, boy.
I think I've now made that comment twice, but I know in the Crate Club, when I light the gel on fire, I was like, hey, Joey, if you ever get any of this, make sure that you don't mix this up with your truck stop kit. Oh, can you imagine using fire snot on your schwanky? Or on the trucker's schwanky, and it's going in Joey's. I bet you that first fart in the morning will be pretty interesting.
Oh, boy.
Fucking.
Hope Joey's not a smoker, or he might fucking go up in flames.
Can you imagine? You're Joey, homosexual, and
Can you imagine you're Joey? Homosexual, okay. I'm trying to follow along here, alright.
and the guy at the truck stop uses fire snot on the old
The old knob.
on the old knob, and later that day, Joey's taking a dump and lights the inside of the toilet on fire. Hops and lead. Steve, yeah, I'm a day behind. Party every weekend, so it seems. Oh, that's on the Remembering Ed one.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what the weekends are for.
Smile money with the read more button. My required gym credits in college, one trap shooting and small bore rifle was the other. Also took the NRA instructor's course for handguns. I was also the captain of the rifle team, 3 position 22. They got rid of the range after I graduated. Now they restarted with an air rifle range in one of the dorms basements for the ROTC.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, at least we're heading in the right direction again. Smile money. Gia, or G, she was naked for a lot of the
A lot of it. Gia, she was naked for a lot of it. I don't know what Gia. Do you know the reference? I don't.
I'm cursing. There's alcohol involved.
Yeah.
Clyde says 10th revolution. Scotsman, Matt, scooping snow with a 5-gallon bucket. Now there's a video.
Well, we did have a video, just not me scooping.
Yeah. We have a video of us standing in like 4 feet of snow shooting.
Hey, that was entertaining, though. I don't care. That was entertaining.
I must have.
What?
I don't even remember if I was even wearing snow boots. I might have been wearing tennis shoes, but...
Well, I know I huffed in before you. You were trying to follow in my tracks, but we did make a decent path because we had to go back and forth so many times.
Yeah, it's a long way.
That was a bitch. Well, it wasn't that long.
Well, I'd say 3/4 of a block in the snow.
I would say like 50 to 75 yards tops.
Yeah, 1/4 of a block.
Okay. It wasn't that far. I mean, it was deep snow, but it wasn't that far.
You know, what I hate is when you start to walk and you get like 3 or 4 steps and the icy snow supports you, and then you bust
And
through.
then- yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Scotsman, why didn't you start Matt off with a wooden knife?
He's got to get training wheels. He's struggling with that. You know, Scotsman, you can piss off. I've actually had a knife since I was a wee little lad.
Scotsman, Matt, I'll be up after the first of the year. I'm out of vacation time for this year. Renews January 1st.
Fuck, that's when my vacation runs out, is January 1st.
Clyde, the mountain lion is dangerous, even if you have a weapon. I've had them hunt me. So has David Brown, and I think he told us. I don't know, maybe it isn't.
I don't know if I've heard that, but...
While I've been hunting deer, bear, and elk, I had one scent me and follow me back to the camp and harass my horse. We have them in Arkansas. But I don't go out the door of the house without a firearm. Oh, I'm sure they're dangerous even if you have a weapon. That's why, for me, whenever I go out in the woods, I never have anything on my side smaller than the 10 millimeter. I like having, like, say, the Glock on my side because it holds, 16 rounds of 10 millimeter. Now, I'd probably have I'd probably carry the 44 Magnum. I mean, I'd feel good about, bear or whatever with a round like that. Except for, you get more chances. Except for, if you actually fear failure, a revolver, you're going to get 6 shots off on a revolver. I mean, what are the odds? Unless, of course, you just bought a brand new Colt Python. Sharky, shoot until the threat subsides, like your instructor said once upon a time. Then Scourge, nah, Matt, Jolly.
Julie looks best in Hackers. Remember Angelina Jolie? We were talking.
Oh, well, that was.
You said Hackers too.
That was one of her very first movies.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she was really young in that one. She don't look too bad on Tomb Raider either, but I like the whole blonde hair.
Oh,
Little couple little bands of like the dread. Thought she looked real good there.
a little drying jizz on her chin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that was just on the TV. Sharky,
Maybe on the TV, huh?
plenty knife action. Well done, boys. The blood rains, blood sports, dude. There's only one proper blood event worth mentioning in my book, and that's Rain in Blood. Slayer, baby. Epic album. Sharky, the way of the SKS. Matt getting all philosophical on us. Never expected that, but hey, that is the way.
All philosophical for what? The SKS?
I think so, yeah.
What was I doing? What was I saying? I know I said it was a beautiful gun. We had a great old time about it. I don't remember the whole philosophical part.
Oh, we got 3 comments left if we want
Fuck, we better drink up. Or we could have that for the Ed Club. I mean, I don't know what you want to do, boss.
Works for me.
This is the time we're at. We're at 47.
It's either, yeah, we're already doing this. I'll just continue on.
Finish her up.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what you call a basement pop.
Yeah, I better watch it. You'll get me in trouble.
I didn't even try that. I mean, I just tried popping it, but that was good.
I can't remember what I did one time, and I got.
Oh, she came down and started.
It wasn't even a gun.
Yeah, she started bitching pretty good. I was laughing.
That's got a good. You just got to make sure you don't actually
cut yourself.
put your finger in.
It works all right.
Yeah, fuck the gut hook part. Got a bottle opener. Of course, if it's you,
I guarantee you,
probably
you'll never be using that gut hook for what it's. Bottle opener only.
Just use it as a bottle opener. Who can it be texting on my phone? Someone just hit me. It's probably. It could be J-Dog. Is this a J-Dog whiskey thing? He does this during Locked and Loaded.
Hey, Eric. Take a whiskey.
No.
Alright, hey, you want to pass me that skull bottle?
It's someone from the press campaign.
I got that shit all the time, and I finally had to just say stop. Did I tell you? Oh my god, did I show you a picture? Did I tell you what happened with the whole Trump shit? Or not Trump shit, the Biden shit?
Yeah, you sent me the screenshots.
Did I tell them?
No.
Oh my god, this was so funny.
Christine even laughed when I showed it to her. It's like Matt's fucking around with a Biden polar.
No. So there was a video with Obama, and he was telling people, don't let the government take your rights. And now, this little clip that I was watching, he really didn't say anything, even though he was referring to the Republicans. He didn't say anything about Democrats or Republicans. He just said they're trying to take your rights. Don't let them do that. Go out and vote for your politician, blah, blah, blah. And I commented on this this video. I said, it's too bad it's the Democrats trying to take all the people's rights away. I instantly get a message back. Matthew, thanks for engaging. Up for answering a couple of questions about your thoughts on the 2020 election? So, of course, you know, they've got my interest. I said, Trump, 2020. Get a, you know, response back. It looks like you might be supporting Republicans. Is that correct? Trump, 2024. Got it. Now, obviously, this is a bot, but it's still damn good. Got it. Up for answering a few more questions? We're actually quite interested in understanding your views. Trump, 2028. Last but not least, okay, Matthew. Oh, that made my day right there. Even my grandma laughed, and she's not a Trump supporter, but she laughed pretty good with that too. Oh, you did grab it. All right, so this is for Discourage. He asked for this yesterday, and I just really wasn't able to do it at the time. I was getting pretty sauced actually, and I had my kid. I had to go do dinner and all that shit. I didn't want to do anything more than what we already had. This is the bad one.
No, this is
the good.
This is the
Okay.
This is the good. The overflow
I don't
of the
even really-
good stuff went into this one.
I don't even really care. Actually, you smell this? It smells really like vanilla-y.
That's right. Didn't I tell you that yesterday? It's
Yeah, it was yesterday or
it's
today, but
taken
it's-
on a heavy vanilla oak. It's actually pretty good.
It's smelling really I mean, it smells like.
Oh God!
All right, well, give it a shot. Actually, that wasn't too bad at all. That wasn't too bad at all. Discourage, that was for you. Sorry it took me a day, but I told you I'd get it done.
You are awesome.
Hey, you know, I try to be a man of my word.
Oh,
If I say I'll do it, I'll do it.
Sharky with a novel. I'd love to cook for all of you, and you know it. Just shooting before drinking and cooking. That's the one rule. Everything else is fair game. I would love the challenge to cook Indonesian dishes with whatever we might be able to gather up on the ingredients over there. Getting... That's miles.
Trassy?
Getting trassy.
Fermented shrimp paste? That does not sound good, I'm sorry.
Proper...
Ketchup, mayonnaise, sweet thick soy sauce, and perhaps santan, coconut paste, or really thick coconut milk. Probably would be the challenge. And you're right, it would be around here.
From there, we can just build the base moambos, spice paste bases of most Indonesian dishes, and feast.
Man, he's talking too smart with this food lingo.
See who just sent 5 fucking...
Hey,
Oh.
Sharky, you watch this, or anyone else typically watches this. I just grabbed my shotgun from, well, it's not mine, it was my grandpa's. I gotta bring it over for a video so you guys can see it, but anyhow, I'm gonna go do some small game.
Imagine me there.
Those are some biggins. But anyways, I'm looking for some
Hi, Brad.
different recipes for rabbit or pheasant. I mean, I know how to cook a pheasant. I've done that a lot, but rabbit I've never really cooked. So if anyone's got any good recipe ideas, not just like ones you can look up, because I'm pretty sure I can look them up online too, but if you have anything that really hits home that you guys personally do, let me know. I'd appreciate it. You want to eat some rabbit with me?
You know how much rabbit I've had in the past.
I don't know. You don't ever fucking hunt anything, so
I'm not sure I'm ready to commit.
I can make you some rabbit stew. You won't even know it's rabbit. Oh, fuck off. I'll have my girlfriend do it. She loves to cook, and she eats anything.
Hang on, I'm sharing naughty pictures. Hey,
You're not sharing naughty pictures. You're fucking saving them for your spank tonight.
Harmarsh, let me send you that. And I'm guessing Pete at the Armory channel would like this one too.
Which
The big
the honey tits.
the honey tits girl.
You know, I'm not saying I wouldn't like fondling them or anything, but I think she would probably drown me in her titties. I mean, those things were huge.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if she got on top, I'd either be drowning in her titties, or I would be getting knocked out when her titties are swinging, because those things look about 30 pounds apiece.
You'd have to establish the safe word.
She wouldn't be able to hear a safe word. How about a mumble? That's my safe word. Oh, now see, that I very much like.
Is that somewhere you could hang your car keys?
That I very much like. She, not only she's got some nice perky boobs, she got some nice sharp nipples, and she's got that, like, smart, sophisticated, yet, don't fuck with me kind of look. I liked it.
Brad. See, Brad gets in trouble now. Facebook's on to him. So he sends everything to me, so I can become I'm Brad's
bad guy.
I'm Brad's pimp.
You're just his pawn. You're not the pimp. You're the pawn.
Eltenda says guy. Well, actually it says cheers,
guys.
And the last comment in before we go to the club, 2 minutes ago, from 1 hour ago, 58. We'll go with 58 minutes ago. Was Sharky. The knife you gave Matt is also an epic blade.
Which one was that? Was he talking about the...
Your hunting knife?
Yeah, I love that. It's definitely a damn nice knife.
Thanks for taking it apart and showing us the internals and arrowheads, Matt. I saw the original, but I'm a knife whore, so I loved it. And hey, Chris.
You know what I do need to do? I need to put some fishing line in there, though, too. Wrap up some fishing line.
It's got the fire kit.
Yeah. No, remember we were talking about putting a fishing hook and some line in there. I never did that, but there's space to do it.
Oh yeah, one side there's nothing in the other.
Yeah,
because it has a little cotton ball soaked in Vaseline.
Yeah,
I think is what's on the other side.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. I've had videos that were up for a couple of days that had the same amount of responses. We're in the club. First in, the Smile Money saying, already drinking again? Cheers. And Clyde with the read more button. Matt's knife you gave him is gimmicky too. You have to take the knife apart to get to the arrowheads. It would be easier to have a knife with a gut hook on the blade and to keep the arrowheads in your pocket or pack or in a wallet. You could get them faster and without the loss of screws or a gutting hook in your knife. I mean, I've gotten and skinned plenty of deers with a pocket knife. I've never used a gut hook to gut Al-Qaeda.
I agree. I've honestly never used a gut hook when I've gutted my deer, but some people do.
I'd probably reach on my side and use it to cut the seatbelt if I was hanging upside down in my truck.
And absolutely, I mean, I agree with that. But no, just the fact that they have them are kind of nice little options. Like the ones in my handle, I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, they're kind of a pain in the ass to get at, but if you are stuck out in the woods somehow,
if it was end of days,
it could very well come in handy. And you know what? I don't see any other knives with them, so I mean, it's something kind of original and interesting to me. I'll support it. I hope I don't ever have to use them, to be honest. But if I do, they're there. You better do this one first. I'll walk away because I got my own opinions on this.
Okay. That's,
You good?
yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna say hiding the 10%. I'm gonna give it a 10 in that category. But as a beer, I don't know what you said, but I said 7.
I give it a 9 because I
Really?
mixed the two of those together. I didn't know we were going on 2 scales.
Well, no, but that's
alcohol. I mean, heck, if you do this,
It tastes like 5% or something. It's like a regular beer. You can chug this shit down. But as like flavor and like the typical dragon's milk, I was highly disappointed. I mean, is it drinkable? Is it something that it was more enjoyable than not? But I would take a regular dragon's milk
oh yeah,
10 times over.
or even some of the specialty ones that we've had, like the raspberry or
Yeah. This tastes so different. It doesn't even remind me of a dragon's milk, and I would say 7 myself. All right, I'll go 7.5. 7.5 because it hides the alcohol so well. I mean, I could say it 1,000 times, and you don't understand. It's hell. I think my grandma's Milwaukee's Best Light. You taste the alcohol more than you do in this. And that's only like 4.5%.
I sent Sharky the honey titty girl.
Yeah.
And he sent me a picture of a dude licking his phone.
That was Sharky from across the pond?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He's still up right now. So I should Sharky. I should hit you up with a few more while I'm at it, just to.
You're gonna put him to bed with a smile on his face. That's for sure. Hey, so
This is why 16-year-olds aren't allowed to vote. Fucking hot chick, and these dumbasses are looking at the back of a rusted out Volkswagen Beetle versus looking at that. Oops. Oh, just look at that ass.
you know what though? Fuck off, because I'm 35, almost 36, and I'd be. Oh wait, no, he's staring at the car.
Yeah.
All right, no, I'd be staring at the ass. Yeah,
They're both looking down at the back bumper of the car, and there's that ass.
I thought it was the other way around. They were staring at the ass. I was like, well, I'd be doing that too.
I'll get an opinion.
I'd be doing
Would you
that
be
too.
looking at the back of the car, or would you be looking at the back of the Tar Star? Sharky. What did I just send him? He says, I don't have babes to toss back at you. You caught me off guard, and I suck. Oh my god. Okay, Sharky. Since I'm playing unfair right now, let me hit you up with a few of these.
You're playing unfair. No, well, because you're getting a fucking ass load of downloads from your boys online.
See, that would be a nightly challenge.
See, she looks like she's like from Aquaman or some shit. She lives down under the sea.
She's got legs.
Yeah, but I mean, the suit and everything. I'm not complaining. I'd still tag her.
Take it and bag it. Damn right, which redhead? I sent you 2 of them. Says he likes the redhead.
That's like a real version of Ariel.
See, she's a redhead.
You know what though? I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't tag that either, but she reminds me too much of like mom or grandma material, to be honest. Maybe it's just a hat. I don't know.
Okay, then just do that.
Well, that's what I would have to do during sex. I just wouldn't look at her face. I'd be staring
You just
strictly at the
do
tits.
this. Click. The bedroom light.
I won't even have to. No,
It's a
I
great
wouldn't.
equalizer.
I wouldn't turn off the light because I want to see those boobs still. I'd just put a bag over her head. You know, you go to the liquor store, they always ask you, do you want a bag? I always say yes. Give me a paper bag.
Okay, Gunwild with the last comment before I hit the refresh button says 34th or 36 bitches. And of course he's got to spell it all fucked up just because YouTube is a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
Hit the refresh button one time and then gotta get out of here. And what time is it? See, I'm still, you guys are gonna take all day doing a beer review. Like, she's upset. You know why? Because I found a new series and she loves it, and I told her you're not watching it without me. I am.
What is it?
Evil.
Okay. What's it on?
Well, it was originally on CBS, and I never heard of it when it was on CBS. Right now, it's on Netflix, and it stars Michael whatever. He played was it Nick Cage?
Okay.
And then is it?
How many seasons is it?
I have no idea. Season 1 is what's on.
What's it kind of about?
Nick, the guy that played Nick Cage, his character, he's a hot looking, for a black guy. He's got a bald head.
A hot looking black guy. Is that really?
That's what Chris says.
That's where
she
you're
goes,
going.
I just want to touch his head. Is what she says. No, he's a good actor. He's a good looking guy.
You could have just said that. I mean, holy shit.
Okay, he's a good actor. He's a good looking guy, and he is wanting to become a priest.
Okay.
And he basically works for the Catholic Catholic
Priesthood.
administration or whatever, and he investigates kind of bizarre events. And his job basically is either to yes or debunk the stuff. And the girl that's in it, she is an attorney or a specialist or whatever.
I'm guessing she's pretty good looking too then.
I think he's hotter actually. She's kind of, just frumpy, kind of mommy-ish.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just laughing.
She does nothing for me.
That's fine. I'm just...
anyone that wants to call me a racist, he's a good-looking guy.
I'm not going to call you a racist anymore. I might call you gayer than a bag of dicks, but...
Okay, so that's fair. She's like, there's like yin and yang. He got the Catholic Church to hire her because she's more of the scientist part, and So
she does the investigations based on science and
he's doing it based on faith.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cool series. And if you're a big fan of the old series, Person of Interest, remember that one with Jim Caviezel?
Yeah.
And then there's the guy that hired Jim Caviezel, that kind of nerdy looking guy with the glasses.
Yep. He
played a good guy, someone you loved in Person of Interest. He plays
the bad guy,
like a dynamic. He's evil in this one, but his fucking acting abilities and his character,
pretty top notch.
Yeah. So it's a series that I found last night. We watched like 3 episodes after she did her show, so we went to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and now she's like threatening me. I'm just gonna fucking watch it. You and Matt can do a brew review all goddamn day for all I care. I'll be all done with the series by the time you're done. No, you're not.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news.
I'll put a hole in the fucking TV if I have to.
You're fake news.
Well,
I know how you are.
I was carrying, and I normally don't name my rifles, but I'm actually thinking about naming my AR pistol. Thinking about naming her Mila, as in Mila Jovovich, as in Resident Evil, fucking the hottest woman on the planet without tits. That's what Chris goes. Chris goes, why are you so obsessed with her?
See, I don't think she's all... I'm not saying she's ugly. I mean, she's doable, but she definitely don't have tits.
No.
She is badass.
That's why Christine...
She's badass.
That's probably the obsession, and that's why...
She's badass.
I think I'm gonna go with Mila. Actually, where it says tough, I think I'm gonna make something that just says
muff.
Muff. Instead of tough, it says muff. No, that's why Christine goes. the only women that you ever point out to me have huge, huge tits. And she's like, what is your obsession with Mila Jovovich? I'm like, I don't know. If you put tits on her, I'd leave. Hey, we're on equal grounds. At one point in time, before it turned out that Bon Jovi was a libtard fuck, Christine's like, if he ever knocks on the door and says, I want you, let's go, Christine goes, I'm leaving with him. I just want you to know that. And I go, that's fine, because if Mila Jovovich ever shows up, I'm out of here. At this point in time, I'm still leaving, but Christine won't be leaving with Bon Jovi. When she found out that he did a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton, the shit came off of the wall in the office. The pictures of Bon Jovi, the little memorabilia of Bon Jovi, all that shit got like fucking thrown in the garbage. And it's like, hey, Christine is true to her passions, though. She goes, I don't have any time for anybody so fucking stupid that they would support Hillary Clinton. And now, you know, he's a dyed-in-the-wool libtard, so I'm sure he's probably licking Joe Biden's butthole. Except for Joe Biden's going, is it raining? Oh, Christ. Okay, I'm hitting the button, and then
You already said you're hitting the button and you're out, but that's all right. We'll hit it again. Oh! Gun wild again.
Drinking again, you lushes. Oh, so he's assuming you're here. Of course.
No, he didn't say lushes, you asshole. He said drinking again, you lush.
Oh.
See, that's why I got to constantly correct him reading. It's not
Let me
because...
here. Now it says lushes.
No, it doesn't. Cheers all.
Okay, now we're out of here. Yeah, well, I probably overshot this, because I will admit one thing. I'd never buy it again.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. I mean, if let's say if you bought it, or someone else bought it, and handed me a beer, I'd drink it, yes.
Well, this was, what, $16 for 4 of them?
Well, and like I said, I wouldn't buy it just like you did. I wouldn't buy it again. But it does hide this 10% so incredibly well. It's ridiculous.
And of course, Jay always points out, it was 10% when they bottled it.
It doesn't taste...
It always goes up.
It doesn't taste bad. It just... It doesn't taste good. And like, I mean...
It's disappointing because it says that.
Yeah, this is the worst thing I've seen from them.
Alright. Cheers, guys. Probably not tomorrow. Somewhere in the next few days, I need to get up to my buddy Rob's house. That was the Zen master that made the sword and a few other toys here, and have him look at my truck and figure out what it's going to cost me to make the 4-wheel drive work right. Well, it works right. You just can't turn. Cheers.
Later, boys.